Like it or not, baseball players are role models, so if they chew tobacco, some of their fans will too. These boys are mimicking their hero, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, sure, man, all the pros do. Yeah, gives you tons of energy, huh? Let's dip! Let's dip!
Babe Ruth died of throat cancer. Bill Tuttle, also an avid chewer, died of mouth cancer after having his cheekbone, jaw, and gums removed. Brett Butler, Curt Flood, Tony Gwynn, just a few who chewed and developed some type of oral cancer. And it's not just baseball. Other sports heroes also chew, like former Heisman Trophy winner Pat Sullivan, who now has throat cancer and warns once you start chewing, it is hard to quit.
No matter what my wife or children or anyone said, I had all the classic excuses. It's not going to happen to me. I can put it down anytime I want, all those things. But, like I said, it wasn't going to happen to me, but it did.
But the spotlight now is on tobacco in baseball because the contract between the Players Union and Major League Baseball is being negotiated and will last 5 seasons. 10 leading health organizations are asking both sides to agree to a ban on smokeless tobacco. And now even faith leaders are getting in on it. Calling themselves Faith United Against Tobacco, they are 25 religious groups, including Christians, Muslims, and Jews.
My religion teaches me that our body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, and we shouldn't be doing things that are destructive to it, and we should be protecting our children from being exposed to those things which are going to addict them and are going to cause them harm and pain.
Commissioner Bud Selig already weighed in, saying, "I personally believe that smokeless tobacco should be banned at the major league level." But the Players Union has only said they'll discuss it. Gary Lavelle is a former major league pitcher who now coaches a championship high school team. He never chewed and strongly discourages his players from doing it, but stops short of saying tobacco should be forbidden.
It's not a banned illegal drug, so I think if they want to chew it, then that should be their prerogative. I think a lot of time we get to a point where everybody's trying to mandate things to all of us, and I think that should be freedom of choice.
The use of smokeless tobacco has increased by 36% among high schoolers in just the last 8 years. Matt Matthews knows kids who chew and say they are influenced by their major league role models.
A lot of the younger guys just look at him like, oh, that's what he does, that's what I'm going to do. And it becomes something that's logged in their mind from a very young age.
Texas Ranger outfielder Josh Hamilton recently did an about-face announcing he's giving up snuff, saying, "Thinking about different things and what might be causing me to stumble in my relationship with the Lord, I felt like chewing tobacco was one. So I got up this morning and threw it all away. So when it's time to take a dip, I pray instead." Meanwhile, at Pee Wee parks across the country, parents are concerned about how their children will respond to the temptation to chew.
These kids are highly tuned in to sports that they're watching on television, and they see it. I mean, it's so obvious, but I think there's just this trend to try it, and once you try it, then it's so scary at that point.
So as the next generation of pro ball players rises through the ranks of Little League, perhaps they will be different and will reject a habit some of their heroes embrace. Lori Johnson, CBN News.